CPL avail of many of the Viatel solution offerings, but the first of those was managed connectivity and an SD-WAN network, which we rolled out to CPL's Irish and international offices. Can you tell me your experience of that deployment?
The deployment was actually one of the best parts of the entire project. It was very, very seamless. We were appointed a project manager and a number of technical experts on the Viatel side, and they met with us on a weekly basis, provided regular updates on the rollouts. The pandemic hit at the beginning of our rollout, so we were kind of a bit hit and miss as to whether we were going to proceed with this and whether Viatel will be able to support us because of the pandemic and obviously the restrictions that went with that. But we decided to press forward, and it was the best decision we ever made because we were able to roll ahead with the project. We got the SD-WAN pushed into all of the different offices across CPL, both in Ireland and abroad. I suppose the fact that we were able to do the international offices is testament to the SD-WAN piece and the expertise of Viatel, because we were able to actually put those things in the post, send them off to various parts of Europe, and the guys in the offices on site were able to just physically plug these things in for us with instruction from IT, and we were able to get the SD-WAN up and running. So that's definitely one of the big advantages and one of the reasons why Viatel was such a key partner for us in that project.
And you mentioned one of the benefits there of SD-WAN rollout, and I suppose from an IT perspective and from the perspective of CPL as a whole, would you see any other advantages to the SD-WAN network?
There's a number of advantages to the network. As I mentioned earlier, we were on an MPLS network, which was a very old-fashioned, traditional type network that you would have seen in places like banks and so forth. It didn't really fit very well with CPL and what we were trying to do and achieve. We wanted to take advantage of the availability of low-cost, high-speed broadband that was available in the different locations that we had, and being able to put 2 or 3 different connections into that particular SD-WAN unit was a big plus for us, especially in locations where different types of broadband are available. That was a big advantage for us. In addition to the fact that as I mentioned, we were able to give it to the end users in the post and ask them to plug it in for us because we couldn't physically travel to those locations. And then just the ability to be able to see this stuff on a console, be able to see what's going on traffic-wise. I know that the MPLS could do that to a certain extent, but from an end user IT department perspective, the guys can log into a console, they can see what's going on a day-to-day basis, they can see what's happening on the network, and they can see when things are up and when they're down. So it makes our life much easier on a day-to-day basis and much more easier to manage.